it's Shawnee. Welcome back. Y'all, I have a sore throat. And the reason for that sore throat will be talked about in this video. I mean, it's just a little lower than my voice, honestly. Like, my voice is kind of low. So today I'm going to do the makeup that I wore to go to the Mariah Carey Christmas concert. And this, this is a result. As well, I think just working too much is a result. It's really hard to be a therapist who has a sore throat. So there's that. But it feels a lot better than it did earlier. And I've just been resting all day, honestly. I felt like putting on makeup. So I'm going to show you what I took and then how I did my makeup. So one of the things I took is this Tartan and Twine like makeup bag. I got this from Ulta. I have like quite a few of them. So I took a couple of things. I took my groundwork from Danessa. I also took this Adept Cosmetics Plain Jane Remastered. I didn't even use this. I pretty much just used this. I also took some House of Lashes and their lash glue in black, as well as a lash applicator. This one is just from CVS, I believe. I took this kit pack here that has a bronzer and 2 blushes. Took that with me. I believe I used that. I also took my Rose and Ben travel set. And that has, let's see, 5 brushes. There's this one that you can use for like bronzer, blush, whatevs. This one that you can use for foundation, even concealer, and then these 3. You can pretty much use whatever brush however you want to. So there is that. And then I also had my makeup bag that I usually take to work because I knew that anything that I didn't have outside of the eyeshadow palette I would have in here. And then I took my House Labs foundation and concealer. That's it. So I'm going to try to remember what I did. I kept it really simple. Like, have you seen the outfit? Have you been on Instagram? My outfit was super cute. I had on actually this red sweater, some black like faux leather pants, and some knee-high red boots for Mariah. So I wanted to go in and do something simple and with a red lip because I didn't want the makeup to take away from the outfit. So let's go ahead and get ready and I will tell you about the experience. So I think I also, I also took the Prelusion and Specular eyeshadow bases from Davina. I'm going to go in with the Prelusion. So the way it all started was my friend Tracy was like, hey, do you want to go to the Mariah Carey Christmas concert? And I was like, yeah. Like, she's the queen of Christmas, okay? Like, who's not gonna go? And so then I think we like bought the tickets immediately, and it was gonna be me and Tracy and her nieces. We were all gonna go. So I'm excited, right? I keep forgetting when it is. And then I realized that it was on a Friday. I was like, oh man, I thought it was on a Saturday because I work during the week. So basically I'm gonna work and then go to the concert. So initially I was just gonna drive up there. It was in Baltimore, which is like 30 minutes from me. I was gonna drive up there, you know, go to the concert and then come on back. But then I was like, you know what? Maybe I should get a hotel. Praise Jesus God in the sky. I'm so glad I got a hotel because when I tell you, I had the time of my life. I could not have driven home, okay? No way, no how. Because I was just so tired because, mind you, I worked the whole day before, and then I pretty much got my stuff together and then saw G. And he was like, you look good. And I'm like, I know. and then went to the hotel. We went to dinner, and then we went to the concert, and then I went into my room and I slept until the next day. G was gonna like come by so we could have some like romantical time. I went to bed. I was like, baby, I'll see you tomorrow. So there's that. I'm trying to figure out what brushes I use, but I don't know that I'm gonna be able to clearly, like, because I just have so many brushes. It was one of them that I used to put everything on. So let's just go with any brush. So what I did, this is actually a Blend Bunny brush, don't know where it came from. I started with this shade here, and then I pretty much use this one for sure, maybe a little bit of this one. So I'm just gonna go in and start. I'm starting with the powder. So, dinner was delicious. Everybody looked so cute. We were just like styling and profiling, okay? And then, of course, the diva, Mariah, you know she was late because I was asking Tracy, like, should we go, like, from the dinner? Like, should we get going? And, she's like, no, we're good. So, of course, Mariah was late. But by the time we got there, she was coming on in like a little bit, and we had pretty good like straight on seats. And once she came to the stage, I proceeded to scream. What's up, Rose? What's up? Come on. Come, you can come up here, ma'am. I proceeded to scream like nobody's business. So I was on the end of the row, and then it was a family member of Tracy, family member of Tracy, Tracy, and then another family member. I was at the end, girl, because I needed to be able to get into the aisle so I could dance and sing like if Mariah was paying me. And she started with the one Christmas song she came out with, like, was it last year? The one with Ariana Grande and Jennifer Hudson. So she played, or she sang that one, but she sang all the parts herself. Obviously, she didn't bring those two out. And she started with that, and then she sang like a couple of other things. I know she sang Joy to the World, and it was like the gospel version, so you could tell those of us who grew up in the black church, because honey, we were praising the Lord and having a good old time. What's up, Rose? Having a good old time. Now I'm gonna go into this shade here. And yeah, I was living my best life. Like, it was like, I don't need to go to church tomorrow. I'm having church with Mariah. So did that. And then she, of course, had like some outfit changes and stuff. And she, of course, had her glam squad come out. And initially they had like these like fake like prop styling tools, like a big old pink curling iron and like a pink brush or comb or something. But then they actually really started touching her up and stuff. She had cute outfits on, mainly like red ones. Child, Rose is like the gossip lady of the neighborhood. You know what? These Blend Bunny brushes don't last super long. That's okay. I'm not tripping. So she had her son came out and did a little rap or something, and then he also played the drums. And then at some point her daughter came out, and I think she was in one of the songs, and then she was in like a duet with Mariah, and her daughter had the most beautiful like white like ball gowny like dress with like a crinoline, like it was very princessy, you know, very apropos for a progeny of Mariah. What do y'all think when artists have their child come out on stage? Like, I always scream and yell and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm not here to see your babies. I'm not here to see your kids. But I thought that was super cute and cool, and it's good that they were able to, you know, participate. The other person I saw her come out with, or who came out, was the Brat. Child, when was the last time you saw the Brat? It has been a while. It has been a while since we saw the Brat. Now, what did I use? I think I used my Danessa Myricks Balm in Universal to prime my face. But the best part for me was she sang a whole bunch of her old songs, like all the originals. I was having the time of my life when I tell you. I knew every single song, as we all should. She did hit a couple of the whistle notes, you know. She did. I'm going to go in with the House Labs. She hit a couple of the whistle notes. I mean, they weren't as high as, you know, as they used to be back in the day. But that's okay. Mariah is 54 years old. And she still has a 5-octave register. How many octaves you got? I got like 1.5. And they all go down. None of them go up. So that was cool. She looked like she was having a good time. She spoke to the audience. Her outfit changes were magnificent. Her backup singers were great. Of course, she wouldn't be Mariah if she didn't bring out a choir, which she did for some of the songs. It was just really good. I had such a good time. I'm so glad that I went. Everybody was kind of like, there were some people dressed up, some people weren't. There were people in like jeans and stuff, but then there were people in like full-on outfits, like we were going to see Beyonce. So I'm never gonna buy a Beyonce ticket unless somebody buys it for me. That mess is expensive, but it was really good. It was really fun. You know, some people were waiting at the end. They were waiting for her to come back out. And I'm like, Mariah is not going to come back out. Mariah got up on your stage. She sang for an hour. And she's like, I'm done. Because, you know, some artists will, like, come back out. Now, Mariah. Mariah was done, okay? Mariah was not fooling with y'all. OMG. So, yeah. That was a lot of fun. And then I came home. What did I do after that? I came home. I don't even remember. I think I just rested. I definitely didn't go to yoga, but I did go to yoga the following day. And I don't know if Jasmine has like something against us. But when I tell you, people think yoga is easy, honey. I don't even know. Her class is hard. So I often do like a difficult class and then an easier class. So like a super like flow active class and like more of a yin class afterwards. And I don't know what was going on, but the active flow class, it was bananas. And she was also making sure that we had like proper alignment and positioning, which is important, right? Because if you don't do that, you can hurt yourself. But she also wasn't really doing any of the modifications. You know, like modifications usually like, oh, it was a little bit easier. Nah, girl. She was like, we're gonna go full out. Child. So she beat us the hell up. And then the second class is a yin class. Basically, you hold the poses for like 5 minutes. When I tell you, I got home and I was done, okay? I was so done. And I needed to film a video for a collab. And I was gonna do that, and then my sister called. And so then I spent like an hour on the phone with her. And then I think that's when I finally was able to do the video and then like just finally do what I had planned to, which was do the video and also at some like shower and get myself together and fresh and have something to eat. But my schedule was just thrown so far off. Because first of all, I didn't get out of the car immediately when I got home. Have you ever, like, when you get home and you just can't move real quick? So I sat in the car for a while. I don't know how long it was, but it was a little while. So yeah, that was that. And then, was it yes? I don't know what happened, but I knew, I was like, I'm not feeling altogether okay. Like, I think I might be getting a sore throat or getting sick or something. Then I believe, did I go in with this? No, I think I went in with the Fenty nutmeg powder. Yeah. I just have the mini. And the other thing I took was my mirror. I have a lighted mirror that is pretty travel friendly. It's one of the Riki mirrors. Have you heard of those? Riki loves Riki. R-I-K-I. And the mirror is like so bright. I feel like it's almost too bright. But I like to take that when I go to hotels or just go on trips because, you know, hotel lighting, you'll do your makeup in the hotel and you come outside and you look a hot ass mess. So my Riki saves me from doing that. But yeah, at one point I was like, am I even gonna make it to the concert? Because I had a headache earlier in the day. So I was basically trying to rest at some points, and if the headache didn't go away, I just wasn't gonna go, because usually for me a headache is a sign of not good things about to happen. But the headache went away, so I felt pretty good. And then when I had something to eat and I had some water, like, I was feeling even better. So I ended up going. But before, I would have been like, no, I'm gonna push through. But I was like, I love me some Mariah, but she's not gonna know if I'm there or not. So if I'm not feeling well, I'm not going. So I'm gonna go in with this bronzer. Oh, shoot. There was one thing that I did that I've totally forgotten. As a primer, I also used the Charlotte Tilbury spray. So what I did was I sprayed my face before I put foundation and stuff on. And then I set it with the primer, the spray also. And that locked my makeup in. When I tell you I looked the same from beginning to end, I was like, wow. So I know not everyone likes that Charlotte Tilbury spray, but honey, when I tell you, it did me right. Okay, and then I think I just combined, these two for like blush. And honestly, without all the talking, I did this pretty quickly because I didn't have much time, honestly. Because, you know, you can't have people waiting on you. And then what I did do is I went back into the Groundwork palette. And I got, oh, you get it. You've seen it. I don't know where it is. An eyeliner pencil, and I went into Tourmaline, which is the black, and I used the pomade to do a wing. And then I did put a little bit of, I think it was either this one or this one under the eyes. Yeah, I don't remember, okay? Like, had a few beverages at dinner and then a few at the concert. Well, no, just one each, but they were definitely strong. when I go to concerts, I like to get like, they often have like signature cocktails for the performer or whatever. And I like to get that and get like the souvenir cup or whatever. But they didn't have one for Miss Mariah. I was a bit surprised. Oops. I was a bit surprised that they didn't have one. They had like a signature drink called the Fantasy, which they didn't even like, by the time I got to order, they ran out of it. And then I was just like, whatever, I got some drink. I don't even remember. And then at the end, no, sometime during the show, one of Tracy's nieces went to go get a drink. Yes, she's a fully grown woman. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll go with you. Because we also had to use the bathroom. And so I was like, well, let me see if they have the signature now. They didn't. And then I was like, well, do you have... Or no, they did have the signature because she got it. And I was like, well, do you have a... You know, is there like a souvenir cup? And they were like, oh, no, we don't have any. How you not going to have any? This is Mariah Carey. I don't even understand. Okay. So then I also wore lashes. I'm just going to use this pair of lashes that I have here. Jesus. So I like to use my lash tool and I grab the lash and then I take my glue sorry. Now, I will go between clear glue and black glue. I don't really mind either. Now, if you use the black, it is going to give you like a bit of a black, you know, like line, whereas the clear, it goes on white, but it dries down clear. So you don't see any of like there's no residue. Got it in the little lash tooly thing. And then I had this magnifying mirror. I don't want to blind you with, you see it? You see it? Okay. Then what I do is I put the mirror like a little lower. So I have it like right here. I tilt my head up a little bit and I look down and then I pray. Place it right a little bit above my lashes, like right on the lash line. And then I like to use this to, like press the false lash and my lash together. You can just do it gently because you don't want to like catch your skin in there. You can always use your fingers to get them on even more. There we go. Ooh. Now, once you have the lashes on, if you're like, it's a little janky, but you don't feel like taking them off and taking the glue off and doing all kinds of stuff, what you can do is take an eyeliner, or whatever eyeliner you used, black preferably, you go into it, and then you can just sort of like paint the lash line, right? Not only does it help to hide anything that's going on, but it also like gives you even more of a sexy look. So the only time you're allowed to cheat. So look at that, you see? Just gonna smudge a little bit of this on. Me and Mariah go back like babies and pacifiers. Oh, baby, I know Mariah. You can see hot like fire. Then I topped everything off with a red lipstick. This is a mini lipstick, liquid lipstick from Juvia's Place called Red Velvet. And this lasted through everything. It lasted through dinner. It lasted through drinks. It lasted through all of the concert. Like, it did not budge. Nothing budged, actually. I definitely looked more awake that night. More than I do now, since I'm ill. And then I used my mini Charlotte Tilbury Flawless finishing powder. This is in shade 3. I was talking to my friend Mary, and we're like the same shade, like foundation and stuff. And she was saying, gotta make sure you don't have that red on your teeth, girl. She was saying how she set her face with the number 4, which is the deepest shade, and how it changed changed her foundation color, and she looked crazy. And I was like, yeah, that number 4 shade will like deepen things up. It doesn't look like it will, but it will. Just that, and then let's just and then I did my hair in like a top knot kind of thing. So I had it up. Basically did something like this, and then I just like tucked all the pieces in. So here is the final look. This is the makeup I wore to go see Mariah, the Queen of Christmas. Yeah, I feel like it's simple, but like glam, right? And I really didn't do much to the eyes. You can also just put like a bronzer up in there, do a little wing, put on some lashes. You only have to just do some mascara, throw on a red lip, girl, and Mariah will be so proud. So I hope that some of this was helpful. I also hope that you're continuing to take care of yourself. I'm trying, okay? I know some of y'all are gonna be like, Shani, are you taking care of yourself? I am attempting, all right? I'm trying to take it easy. Anyways, I would love it if you liked the video, and I would love it even more if you subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.